What's going on, guys? My name is Tommy. Welcome back to the channel, and as always, happy Friday. We're here today for another episode of The Dragon Empires, a 5-minute tour today at the request of Mr. Riker Davis. We're talking about the Wall of Heaven. If you guys are liking what you're seeing, remember, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And today, this episode of The Dragon Empires, a 5-minute tour, was brought to you in part by Michael Baker. My friend, thanks so much for your help. I'm sorry book club didn't quite go off a couple weeks ago. I'm recording this on Friday the 21st, so for me that was 2 days ago, but for future Tommy, who's maybe listening to this again in a week, hopefully that 2 days ago or 5 days from now, book club goes off without a hitch next Wednesday. Anyway, I digress. Let's hit it. The indomitable mountains, known as the Wall of Heaven, tower almost beyond mortal comprehension. This chain of peaks stretches from the Arctic Circle almost to the equator, and as such, it's the longest mountain range on Golarion. The jagged teeth of this vast range encompass countless mountaintops, many of which are in excess of 30,000 feet in height. The mountains have sacred names: Lamjung, or Dawn Herald in common, Kanchung La, peak that has no footprints, and Targ Kang, the Tower to Heaven. The mightiest peaks lie west of Shangwang in a region known as Gorak Cho, which is a realm rumored to share many links to the nightmare realm of Leng. Ooh, fun. The greatest mountain, the Himcho, or Mother of the World in common, towers at a staggering height of 37,400 feet. Pilgrims of various gods make their way to temples at its mighty feet. Only those with magical protection, of course, can survive the eternal winter and the airless peaks of these mountains. The weather among these mountains is the stuff of a thousand tales. Storms of incredible fury appear in minutes from nowhere, avalanches that could bury cities fall as the spring thaws hit, and monsoons drown valleys and cause colossal mud waves to tear those very same valleys down. Winters are worse, and little moves in the mountains during these times, except for yetis and other monstrous denizens. Life only thrives in the lower pastures, which are augmented by summer grazing meadows high above. Incredibly remote passes cross a few valleys, but these are both torturous and dangerous. Only the most foolhardy risk these routes to cross the mountains, and even then, very little waits to reward them for their toil on the slopes facing the Imbaral Ocean. Only where the Wall of Heaven breaks into a still quite high altitude is travel relatively safe, but that region is ruled by the city of Goka. Monks, oracles, and other hermits make their homes in all parts of the mountains. Some orders, such as those of the god Irori, prefer seclusion and build incredible monasteries on high slopes and passes. The Auroran Doan Monastery, which perches atop the Lamjung Pass, is one of the most spectacular, hanging above the infamous Wall of Lamjung, a 6,000-foot high sheer cliff overlooking the Gokan Saddle. The largest monastery is the waterfall-enveloped Dapcha Monastery, near the headwaters of the Miochi River. This monastery is the size of a large town. Actually, we have that size in Dragon Empire's Gazetter. That's 2,400 people in Dapcha Monastery, yeah. The upper valleys are home to large numbers of yetis as well, and these towering creatures are the unofficial keepers of the Wall of Heaven. It's said that none know the secrets and perils of the wall better than yetis, and while these creatures are often quick to attack those who brazenly intrude, they rarely trouble the high mountain villages of humans who choose to dwell there. So yeah, like everywhere on Golarion, Wall of Heaven's got its own equivalent. Imagine the Himalayan mountains just stretched all across the back of the Dragon Empires. Impassable climbs, harsh conditions, avalanches, storms out of nowhere, severe lack of oxygen. Yet air bubble has an entirely different use in the Wall of Heaven mountains than you'd see pretty much anywhere on Golarion. And to be honest, if I had players that wanted to go here, that's what we're doing. We're exploring the mountains. I'm breaking out my maps on Incarnate. I'm putting a hex grid over it. 1 hour's travel is 1 hex over, and whatever you find is whatever you find. Everything from lost empires to villages of yetis, frost giants, onis, probably worse, to say nothing of the survival checks that would be mandatory for survival in this region. I really enjoy that type of game, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. One of the best spells in Pathfinder is Goodberry, followed closely by Endure Elements because it trivializes that kind of play, but I think it's really fun to be lost in the wilderness and have to, like, forage for survival and stuff. This probably comes from my hashtag green faith mentality, but that's an entirely different story. That's what we're doing if we go here. But what do you guys think of the Wall of Heaven? Have you guys adventured here? Have you guys ever done mountain expeditions? And how do we feel, honestly, about the Yeti as a player race? I've never really looked in depth at the Yeti's bestiary entry, but I'm pretty sure the CR is relatively low. We could probably do it easy enough, right? Let me know in the comments. We'll keep that conversation going, as always. And thank you guys for your support. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. The next episode of The Dragon Empires, a 5-minute tour where we cover Chwain, drops next Friday.